Welcome back to the morning edition. Bahamians impacted by the border closure over in the United States are still hoping they can soon return home. Consul General in Atlanta, Astra Ambrista Rolls, spoke to us on the matter.
In the state of Georgia, Governor Kemp has mandated a statewide stay-in-place order through April 13th and has closed schools for the remainder of the school year. The consulate remains open to the public via telephone and email only. We encourage Bahamians to utilize our emergency contact number if they need to communicate with us with urgency. We communicate regularly with the public through our social media accounts and our website. Consular officers continue to liaise with Bahamians in our jurisdiction who are displaced by our border closure. We encourage them to register with the consulate via the website so that they remain in contact and we can supply them with information from the capital in the most timely manner. Bahamians in the jurisdiction are encouraged to contact the consulate with any questions or concerns they may have while our borders remain closed.
Well, Bahamian students across the world impacted by COVID-19 having to make adjustments to accommodate social distancing protocols, and civil engineering student Rashad Swain is no different. Swain, a student at Dalhousie University in Halifax, Canada, shares how he's had to adjust.
So far during this pandemic has been, life has completely changed. We work from home. Only the essential places are open. We're not entirely on lockdown per se, but we, like the food stores and the banks and everything, they're like restricted hours and everyone is practicing social distancing for the most part.
Rashad Swain is a civil engineering student at Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. He says he's adjusted to the protocols now implemented as a result of COVID-19. Some include limitations in elevators and calls for social distancing. But to pass the time, he keeps a simple schedule.
I try and have a routine in place to have some kind of normality. I would wake up early, read for about 30 minutes. We'll have breakfast and read for about 30 minutes or so. Start work, get off work, and then exercise for a bit, to try and stay healthy and keep my mind and body right.
So far, Nova Scotia has confirmed 262 cases of COVID-19 ranging in ages from 10 to 90 years. 52 people have recovered. He also gave us a glimpse of the outdoors, which had minimal traffic. He says parks have posted signs that could help people fined if found trespassing. But for the most part, he says life continues as normal. Rashad says he's been doing some reading, but he's optimistic that everything will work out as it relates to the COVID-19 pandemic.
I am concerned. However, I feel like as long as we continue to social distance and stay inside as much as we can. Like here we could shop online for groceries and stuff like that. So as long as we stay inside and wash our hands, practice the right hygiene and stuff like that, I feel like we'll be okay and life will get back to normal.
Jimenita Swain, ZNS Network News.
Well, Bahamian Hubert Roberts has been living in London, England for the last 20 years. He too is in lockdown. The investor spoke to us about the situation over there.
Yeah, so London's a very quiet place at the moment. There's not a lot of activity in the streets. This is the weekend, and I'll be honest with you, I've never seen it like this. Of course, the weather's quite nice, and everybody wants to get out and do stuff. But, due to the lockdown, not everybody can get out. So, at the moment, people are made an attempt to, over the past weekend when the weather's really nice, you would see a lot of people out in the park laying out. And, of course, that's prohibited. You can't just be laying out in the park. You have to be, out doing stuff. If you want to go to the store, pick up something, get it and go back in. If you want to take the dog out for a walk, go out. Do the dog for a walk, come back in. If you want to jog in the park, that's it. But there's no laying out. This is not a holiday, And I think people are, starting to feel the energy because the weather's getting nice. And, you start to feel that when the weather's nice, and I'm quite sure in the Bahamas, the weather's nice every day and the sun's shining every day. So you may take that for granted a bit out there. So when they feel it out here, they just want to really get it and do as much as they can to soak up some of the vitamin D, as they say. And, I mean, outside of that, the communication with transport, it's to a minimum. Nobody's really doing anything there. There's little transport. Most of it is just really for the workers and people moving around. But for the most part, I mean, everybody's just in their house. They're confined to their spaces, and they're just making the most of it through whatever little activities that they may do as a family. I mean, I've even just started my own little baking thing this past week. I've just started doing baking. So, things like that is what really people are doing to, let the time go by, staying indoors and what have you. But, yeah, that's about it. If we're going to be isolated and we're going to be on our own, if we don't have children with us and that sort of thing to tend to, I think it's good to just focus on you. And obviously, hopefully the isolation works for everybody in a more positive way, because we know isolation can also be a way to be destroying people. So, yeah, I mean, I just make the best out of my isolation and, finding new activities, things that interest me.
Well, one of the country's greatest track athletes, Michael Boy Blue Newbold, also feeling the effects of this lockdown. He spoke to us from his home in the United States.
Hey, guys, this is Michael Newbold here at home, in the house. Can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. Guess what? I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to do nothing. I'm here in Clarksdale, about 72 miles south of Memphis, Tennessee. So, we're on a lockdown, and I'm enjoying it. I got a couple weeks. I'm off from work, so I'm going to stay at home. We went on a 5 o'clock lockdown yesterday. It was at 10 o'clock p.m. Now it's at 5 p.m., but hey, I'm going to enjoy it. Stay in the house, just do a lot of reading, chilling, taking it easy, watching TV, watching the old ESPN clips, listening to a little news, trying to, stay focused on the task at hand, and then that's beating this coronavirus, guys, because it's no joke. This is something that we have to get a hold of, and y'all need to stay at home. My folks down there in the Bahamas, we had a rough year last year, so let's try to beat this thing so we can get back to building that economy down there and getting everything situated for you guys, and try to save as much lives as we can. Hey, do it for your family, do it for your kids, because this virus is tough and it's coming after everybody. It don't matter. And I'm enjoying being at home. I'm an essential worker, but I'm home for the next 2 weeks. And this is the first day, and I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm going to enjoy this. Just reach out to your people and let them know how you love them. Let them know you still love them with all that extra time you're going to have. Mingle with the kids, play with the kids, play with the fam, find out what's going on with the extra time you got off. And, hey, let's do it like that. Let's stay out these streets, man. Stay out these streets. Let's stay at home. Let's beat this virus, guys, and y'all take it easy. Peace. I love y'all.